Good morning. I hope everybody is having a wonderful weekend. And this was a long overdue video, but I was so busy with life. Life was lifing. But then, yeah, here we go. And again, I'm back at my location at the Wawa. It's like 6:21 a.m. and it's beautiful sunny day outside. And like I said, this is when I really get my chit chat going. Yeah, so here we go. A part 2 of why did I get married with an older man. Okay, so in my case, I just want you guys to know that when I say something, it's not generalized. It's usually in my case to make that point. There are things that I learn in my relationship or I do in my relationship that might not work for everybody, but in my relationship, it does work for us. So my husband taught me a lot of things. I don't know if I should say part 2 of why did I get married, or should I just say what my husband taught me. Okay, here we go. I have few points that I just want to raise and we go from there. And one point, the first point is set goals as a couple. My husband and I do a lot of things, but we always set goals to what we want to achieve, what our plans are, why are we doing something. If it don't have any benefit for the both of us, we just don't do it, if that makes sense. We like to set goals on everything we do. Okay, that was point number 1. But the most important point is to respect each other, even if we're arguing. My husband and I, we barely argue because, you know, he always let me win. But we always respect each other. Even when we're arguing, we have respect for each other. You don't say too much that you're going to regret. I'm sorry, there's a lot of noise outside. Somebody's just horning. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, we always respect each other, even when we argue. Even when I will not even say arguing. I will say when we disagree, we always have respect for each other when we talk. And this is one thing usually that don't happen in a relationship with someone your age. Because when everybody, well, they are, again, let me not generalize that because people are different. But there are situations that when they argue, they go too far that sometimes even if the argument is over, you still hurt. And then you have this resentment. That's why we always keep it cute, always keep it nice. Say your point, but without being disrespectful, if that makes sense. That another advantage of also being with an older person is that they always share their thoughts with you. There's nothing that is going on with my husband that I would say I don't know. But in our relationship, everything is on the table. The accounts, everything. We talk about everything before anything gets taken out. And he always tell me, listen, I need you to understand this. I trust my husband so much. I don't even bother if I make a check. I don't even bother checking how much. Oh, did my check come in? No, because it goes to the account and I know my husband is going to take care of it real well. Like, I don't need anything from it. I have my card. If I need something, I'll buy it. But I don't really need to worry about what's in. He is so transparent. He will tell you, this month we did this month we paid this month we, everything is right on the table, right? Like, we do not have anything to hide. Even with our phones, we don't have anything to hide. He can take my phone anytime and open and do whatever he wants to do, and I feel the same way. And then another thing is that we don't compare each other's past relationship with the present. I personally make a point not to even know about what happened in the previous life. And you have to also know that your husband comes just like you're gonna come with a baggage. He gonna come with a baggage, because when you're dating an older man, most likely he was married before, he had a family before and all that. My only advice to that is stay away from his previous life. You don't have any questions. You don't want to know anything. I try not to know anything. If they have kids, stay away from their issues. In America, what I notice is a lot of kids, or like a lot of, not in only in America, a lot of people have issues in the family. Stay out of it. It's none of your business. Especially his previous life is none of my business. I try not to involve myself in anything that is not important to me. If it affect my household, with my marriage, my son, my husband, then I'm in it. But if it don't affect me, my son, my marriage, I'm good. Your previous life, his previous life is not your business. Stay out of it. And if you do that, you're gonna enjoy your marriage better than if you try to involve yourself in things that don't concern you. You have to remember that this person had a life before you came. So mind your business. That's what, and one advantage I really like about my husband. Even when he don't like something I do, he will talk to me in a very respectful tone and in a very respectful volume, because sometimes I personally do not respond to volume. Like when you talk to me, it's not what you say, it's usually the tone you use and your volume. If it's too loud for me or if it's too ratchet, I react to that instead of reacting to what you're saying, even if what you're saying makes sense, if that makes sense. And okay, that's point number 2. Now, point number 3. My husband taught me not to say sorry if I don't mean it. Because sometimes, you know how you can just apologize just to move on? He always wants to hear my point. And this part is very important to me because I grew up in Africa, Africa. I grew up in a big family and we're used to like shoving things under the rug and just moving on. Until I met my husband, when we have I won't say an argument, I would just say when we have a disagreement, he used to just shut down. When I first met my husband, we have some kind of argument, I would just shut down. I won't say a word. And he'll be talking and I would just shut down like completely. And he tells me, if you shut down like that, how do you expect me to understand what you're saying? Like what your problem is? And it took me a while, but I got it. Because I'm saying to myself, you know what, that is so stupid. How can what I was taught growing up is that when you have something that don't agree with an older person or someone like my parents or like my siblings, I'm angry, don't express your feelings, just shove it under the rug and move on, which is very bad. And I'm trying to teach my son to be very, very verbal. Like when he have something that he don't like, I want to hear it. He's like, when you have something, if I do something that you do not like, you have to say it. So I know better not to do it next time. But if you don't say anything, how will I know that you don't like something? So I'm going to keep doing it without knowing, and you're going to get upset all the time and shut down. Where is that going to take us? And I heard that. I don't know when that happened, but I heard that. And I started doing that, and it just helps better with everything we do. And then, okay, point number 4, make each other a priority. Like, I feel like there you can be married and all that, but if anything else is the priority, then that marriage is not gonna work. If I have to do something or my husband has to do something, it's always it's not like, okay, if I want to do something and he wants to do something else, even though I want to do this and he wants to do the other, I always try to do what he wants to do and he always try to do what I want to do. So we will meet in the middle, if that makes sense. So we always make each other I will anything I do, he comes first. My husband's needs comes first. Whatever I do, in whatever, and I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with it because I know he always does the same thing for me. So it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like at the end of the day, it's just respecting each other. Another great benefit of marrying an older man, and this is by far, I think, my favorite, you will never teach a grown man how to love you, if that makes sense. I actually feel like he taught me how to be loved by a man. Like, he set a high standard for me than I even set for myself. I know better. And it's not like I didn't know better before, but he just taught me how I really want to be loved. Like, I feel like the way he loves me it's gonna make it very hard for someone to think that they could just play with me. You know what I'm saying? My husband's love is just unmatchable. The way he shows his love, the way he treats you, the way he respects you is unmatchable. So yeah, I feel like he taught me how to be properly loved by a man, if that makes sense. Okay, I don't know what point are we on. Point number 6. And he also, like, when I say he taught me how to be loved, he also tells me all the time, you don't ask for too much. If you think at any point in your life that you was in a relationship that you was asking for too much, he tells me you don't ask for too much. You were just asking the wrong person. Like I said, I always wanted to be a wife, a family. Like, I always wanted to be married, have kids, settle down. I'm not the kind of person that want to be here dating this person or dating that person. Not that anything is wrong with that. If that floats your boat, you go ahead. But I'm just saying that was not the kind of person I was. Since I was young, I was very settled. Like, I'm very, I don't even know what's the right word to use, but I'm very structured. And the way I am structured, I know that it does. I have friends tell me that you were always a wife even when you're a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can cook, clean, take care of myself, take care of things. I'm always a wife. Another great thing about marrying older is that you never, ever question where their heart is. If they really, really love you, their actions will back it up. I know personally with my husband, because I have never sit there and question where his loyalty is, or does he really love me? I never question that, because he shows you. He doesn't, he might not even say it to me, but the way he treats me lets me know I am well loved. Like, he will tell you I love you, but his actions back it up. And that's what really matters. I don't want you to tell me you love me when I'm sitting there questioning, are you really in love with me? So those are the things. I feel like those are the things you pay attention to, even to a regular dating. Like, even if you're dating your age mate, those are things you should actually pay attention to. If you love me, is your actions backing it up? That makes sense. And then my husband don't entertain distractions, and I feel like both of us are like that. We do not entertain any kind of distractions. My husband is very loyal. He knows loyalty, and he knows true friends. Like, he have really good friends that he's been friends with for a long time. That is also one important thing I like about my husband. He can be a friend. He will take the shirt off his back and give it to you, but he also know when to back off. So yeah, again, I think I'm just gonna end this video here, and let me know what your thoughts are. I do appreciate a lot of you. The last time sent me messages, commented, sent me some comment on the video and asked it, share your thoughts respectfully. I do appreciate that. And stay tuned. Maybe we'll have a part 3 or come with their disadvantages next time. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye.